Oh hey, didn't see you there. Top 10 Pokemon here, and today I will be doing my 5K Q&A. I got tons and tons of questions. Thank you to everybody who watched my last video, who have subscribed, liked the video, left me a question. I really appreciate it. Now, disclosure, I will not be able to answer all the questions because there were so many, either that or there was a lot of repeat questions, but never fear, if you did ask a question, you will still be entered into the drawing to win the Raichu GX box, the Hidden Fates GX box that I was explaining in the other video. So yeah, I would like to make this video as short as possible. I know that Q&A videos can linger on sometimes, so I'm gonna try to get through these as fast as I can while also answering as thoroughly as I can. Let's get started right now with Brooks Bakar. What is your favorite Pokemon of all time? Well, what a way to start off this video. And my favorite Pokemon of all time is... yes, it is Magmar. Has not changed since my last Q&A. Magmar is my all-time favorite ever since I saw him in the anime duking it out with Charizard. I've always been accustomed to Magmar and all the evolutions of Magmar, Magby, Magmortar. One of my favorites. No, this guy is my favorite, so. That is my favorite Pokemon of all time. Here we have Glitch Zone. What was your riskiest transaction? Pokemon related, of course. And so far, was it worth it in the end? It sounds kind of weird, but I don't really have risky transactions in Pokemon. I am very calculated with my purchases. So I guess that maybe the riskiest for me was the first edition Team Rocket box. I bought that when Pokemon was like at its getting into the true hype, you know, the first Logan Ball, first Logan Paul box break era. I saw the prices really increasing, so I decided to pick up a first edition box in anticipation that it would continue to rise, and I did. It turned out to be a very good investment because I made several thousands of dollars on that. So I guess that would have been the riskiest. I usually don't buy into hype periods like that, but for that one I did, but I'm glad that I did. Russell Brozam asked, what card do you think will one day be very valuable that no one else does? Well, I don't think it's any particular card or any particular set. I feel that unlimited WotC Hollows in PSA 10 or BGS 10 or whatever are very underrated still. I mean, a lot of them are very expensive, but everybody's very fixated on first edition, and I understand why. But some of these unlimited WotC Hollows are tremendously hard to grade, so I feel like there's a lot of room for some serious growth in the unlimited PSA 10 WotC Hollow market. Rafael Rosado asked, what is your favorite card art ever? Shining Gyarados. Yeah, I have a ton of favorite arts, but I guess my most favorite art is the Shining Gyarados from Neo Revelation, of him coming out of the water, scaring the bejesus out of that guy in the boat. Best art in my opinion. Alright, Outlaw4188 asked, what is your favorite vintage Pokemon box art? I don't know, box arts aren't... I don't know, that's not really where the art shines for Pokemon, but if I had to pick my favorite like box, it would be the Team Rocket box. That dark, that black, the shades of black is unlike any other set. You can always, if you got a pile of vintage boxes, you can always tell immediately which one's a Team Rocket box because it's the black one. So I really love how they did that whole design for the Team Rocket set. Edward Ramirez asked, what is your favorite Pokemon card that you have pulled or bought? My favorite Pokemon card I bought is the Moltres gift box promo, holographic from the red and green box set. It was one of those instances where I was scrolling through eBay and I scroll fast and like and then it went by and I'm like, whoa, hold on, pump the brakes. What was that card? You know, did you ever have one of those moments? And I was like, yes, this card was in auction. I'm like, I must have this card. I don't care what the cost is. So I bought it. Turns out it ended up being very valuable. It's very low pop. It's such an artwork of Moltres that you don't see very often. I love it. My favorite card. Mason Lapointe asked, what's your favorite shiny Pokemon from Hidden Fates? I like the shiny Espeon. I like the fact that she's green in that one. I don't know. That one really stuck out to me. Ken Pala asked, what is your most precious item in your collection? Something you are proud to have obtained? There's a lot. I guess off the top of my head, I would say the PSA 10 base set Charizard because, and I said this in my last Q&A, when I initially bought it, I told people, like people that I work with and so on, people that don't understand the, you know, Pokemon card hobby in general, and they just kind of made it out to be a very stupid investment, you know. And I bought that card for like, I bought the whole lot, the PSA 1 through 10, and that was included. So technically I bought the card for $200, and now it's, you know, $15,000 plus card. So that's precious to me because I kind of proved these naysayers wrong. So I kind of rub it in their face every so often. All right, Railroad asks, congrats, my girls want to know, what's your favorite evolution? I got a lot. I love all the evolutions. My most favorite has always been, I think, Jolteon. That first Jolteon card from Jungle Set was awesome. The Jolteon card from Generations was amazing. So, yeah, they're all awesome in their own ways, but if I had to pick one, it would be Jolteon. Kyoka Jiro asked, last time I asked, what was your favorite pizza? But now I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite soda? So, I haven't drank pop in years. I can't do sugar for various reasons. I haven't eaten or drank sugar in so long. It used to be like root beer and Fanta. I love those too. I love a lot of sodas. Now I drink bubblies, the sugar-free carbonated bubblies or any variation of that, I guess is what I drink all the time, so it would be my new favorite. Brandon Cerna asked, what is your favorite food to eat? Congrats on 5K. Been here since 2K. Well, thank you, Brandon, for sticking around. I appreciate that. My favorite food to eat would have to be sushi made at like a Japanese restaurant, made by a Japanese chef. Not like the convenience store sushi, but the ones you go sit down, they take their time making it just right. I mean, love it. Luke Noob asked, what's your favorite lift and favorite card you own? So to those of you who don't know, I am an avid lifter. I love weightlifting, I love powerlifting. So for that, my favorite lift is the deadlift. I love deadlifting. It's like when you pull, when you have a heavy deadlift, like a 1 rep, all you can do deadlift, you will feel every muscle in your body start kicking in, even your chest, your ankle muscles, I swear, everything starts kicking in, and that's just what makes it such an amazing lift. I love deadlifting. My favorite card I own would be that Moltres promo that I was telling you about earlier. All right, Gerard Engo, sorry I mispronounced that. What's your favorite vintage set? It's always been a cross between Neo Genesis and Neo Revelation. I still, to this day, can't decide which one. But if you put a gun to my head and said, pick one right now, I'd probably go Neo Genesis. So, Neo Genesis. Josh Bornman asked, congrats on the 5K. If Pokemon was to do an Evolutions 2.0 set for the 25th anniversary, which set would you want them to do? I would be happy with them like reprinting the Neo sets in that same fashion. I love the Neo era. I also wouldn't mind seeing like a lot of the Jungle and Fossil and Team Rocket. Like a lot of that was left out of, you know, the original Evolution set. So I'd like to see some of those sets being reprinted. Game Changer asked, what's your favorite animal? Congrats on 5K subs. My favorite animal is the monkey. I love monkeys. Chimps, gorillas, awesome. I love going to the zoo or anywhere they have animals like that, and the first place I go is the monkey exhibit. All right, next question. CW asked, what do you do for a job when you're not making awesome content for us? Thank you, CW. I work as a registered nurse at the VA Medical Center, taking care of our nation's fine veterans. And yeah, it has its ups and downs. This past year, more downs, really, but yeah, that's what I do. Aburame Shino 778 asks, what's your workout schedule like? You got them champ muscles. Well, thank you, man. My workout schedule has been the same. I mean, I have various different workouts. I'm a big fan of confusing the muscles and all that, but so typically I'll work out Monday through Friday, and in those days consist of legs, shoulders, back, chest, and arms. I always start with legs because legs is the hardest. If you do legs and it's not the hardest day of the week, then you're doing legs wrong. And I finish with arms because arms is the easiest and the most enjoyable, and it's kind of like unwinding at the gym at the end of the week. Everything else is sore, arms are ready to go. So yeah, that's in a very generalized statement, that's my routine. Chris Brown asked, what's your favorite Pokemon generation? It would be the second generation of Pokemon, the Neo series. AC3 Grind asks, what is your favorite ETB ever? I'm not one to open a lot of Elite Trainer boxes, but if I had to pick one, it would be the the Hidden Fates Elite Trainer box, simply because it comes with that promo Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno stained glass GX card. Amazing, amazing card. I love that. All right, Dino asked, how many pull-ups can you do in a row? Video proof would be a nice touch, maybe in a Pikachu costume. Well, sir, I do not have a Pikachu costume, and in the other Q&A, Z and G asked me actually how many I could do, and I posted a video of it there, so maybe I'll repost that in this video, just so y'all have a good reminder. So I encourage you to go back and watch that video. Spoiler alert, I did 20 in a row. And weighing 200 pounds, I think it's pretty impressive. I don't know, I'm proud of that. Andrew D asked, what are you collecting in 2021 and beyond? What Pokemon items do you have your eyes on? I am collecting, I'm always collecting PSA 10 First Edition WotC Hollows. That's like my bread and butter. Pokemon items I have my eyes on. I'm looking to add on to my PSA 10 Moltres and Magmar card collection. I'm always looking for that. It's like very specific. I'm very intentional in looking for those guys. Grub Train asked, how long do you spend each day researching and preparing for a video? Very good question. It depends on the video. Researching is all day. Like, I go to bed with my eyes on the market and I wake up, my eyes aren't even open, and I'm looking at eBay. Like, I'm cycling through constantly, all day, as much as I can. Instagram, Facebook, anything I can do to familiarize myself with the market, I'm on there. Preparing a video can take anywhere from an hour to days. It seems like the more time I put into a video editing, the worse it does. Like, my vintage Pokemon YouTuber videos do awful when you think about how much time I put into them. And then I'll rifle out a top 10 card video in an hour or less, and it's like 20,000 views or something. It's just, yeah. So it's a wild range there of time. AJ Pepetti asked, congrats on hitting 5K. If you were on a deserted island, you had 3 different Pokemon to help you survive, which ones would you pick and why? Well, assuming I had to stay on the island, I would probably pick a water type Pokemon to always give me fresh water. So I'd pick like a Blastoise. I'd probably pick a Charizard just so I could fly around on it and like fast travel throughout the island. And then I would probably pick like a Dialga or something to manipulate time. I don't know. That's just right off the top of my head. Probably not the best selections, but it's just what come to mind. Security Dawes asked, what was the best card you pulled whilst growing up? What is your best childhood memory of Pokemon? My best childhood memory of Pokemon would be having my Pokemon party from my like 11th birthday. Yeah, my 11th birthday, I had a Pokemon party. Everybody bought me packs of Pokemon cards. Can't go wrong, right? All my friends are around me. I have like a VHS video I'm gonna try to upload someday of me opening up these packs as an 11-year-old. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. My best card pull, I actually pulled 3 Venusaurs like in a row. I'm not one for pulling good cards, as you know. Anybody who's watched me thus far, I can't pull crap. But at one point, I got like 3 base set packs, and I opened up 3 Venusaurs, and it just made my whole year. I love that. That memory was burned in the old noodle there. All right, Angelus04 asked, what is your best memories of Pokemon when you were just a kid? What moment would you say made you become a PokeTuber? Well, the best moments were, like I said, my birthday parties, just pulling awesome vintage cards as a kid. The moment that I became a PokeTuber, or maybe want to, it was not so much a moment. I guess it was a moment. I was laying in bed one day. I was feeling it on me to start a YouTube channel related to Pokemon. I've been watching all kinds of YouTubers. TCA Gaming, I watched Z and G, I even watched Leonhard, I watched all these guys, and I'm like, you know what? I had the passion to make a channel. I was going through ideas, like going through artwork. I thought, okay, top 10. I'll do top 10 Pokemon stuff. Artwork, cards, you name it. So I told my wife, we're in bed, she's like half asleep. I said, honey, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel about Pokemon. And she's like, okay, dear. Like, I don't even think she realized what I was saying. I'm pretty sure she doesn't remember me saying that, but yeah. It was like at midnight, I'm in bed, it's dark, I'm holding the missus. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. Tantrum asked, what do you do outside of Pokemon? For a career or just for fun? Curious what else you enjoy. Well, I'm a registered nurse, so I work at the VA, and I love weightlifting. I love powerlifting. I love being in the gym. It's definitely my second favorite hobby aside from Pokemon. John Chamberlain said, congrats buddy, 5K, that's awesome, well deserved. What's your favorite part about Pokemon? It's a good question. My favorite part about Pokemon is you can't catch them all. Now what I mean by that is like there's so many cards that even the most hardcore collector can't possibly like get them all. Whether you want to get them all graded or get a master set of every single card. I mean, I know some people try to do that, but it's such a challenge. There's so many avenues to take with collecting cards. It's hard to fathom, really. That's my favorite part about Pokemon. Kevin Ayala, I think that's how you say it, I'm sorry, asked, what is your favorite memory of Pokemon considering you were a teenager when it came to the US? I wasn't a teenager, I was about 10 years old. 10, 11 years old. My favorite memory, like I said, just being with friends, the thrill of opening up packs, that was awesome. You know, I think that's most kids' favorite memories of Pokemon. Honda How To, how you doing, buddy? He's been here for a while. Congrats on 5K. It feels like yesterday we did the 1K Q&A. It does feel like yesterday. That was an awesome time. My question is, if you won the lottery, what would be your first purchase and why? My first purchase, if I won the lottery, I would get my dream home for my family. Like day one. Going out, getting my dream home, putting us all in it because that's something that the family and I have been after for so long, so I want to give that to them. After that, I'd just be plowing vintage Pokemon products, just be buying just copious amounts of whatever. That's my answer. Jacob Wilson asked, what's your favorite part about running a YouTube channel? Good question, Jacob. My favorite part is freedom. It's not money. I don't make any money. I make hardly any money. Hoping to change that as I get more and more subscribers and views. But my favorite part is the freedom to put out my opinion, my freedom to share my passion for the hobby. I hope that all comes across to you when you're watching how excited I am about where the hobby is going and just everything. I want to exhibit my passion on camera and just share this hobby with you guys. Critical Hit said, you're over 5,000. That's like 5 Raditz. And on that note, what's a big part of your childhood nostalgia, Pokemon aside? Well, since you just said it, that Raditz there, that reminded me, I loved Dragon Ball Z. Boy, let me tell you, every day after school up until like junior high, maybe even beyond, I went home, put on Toonami, and I was waiting for Dragon Ball Z every week. Every week. I couldn't get enough. If I had time, I would binge watch Dragon Ball Z, but I don't freaking have that time because there's so many episodes, but I love Dragon Ball. Or Johnny P asked, do you think Greninja cards have the potential to have as much hype as Charizard cards in the future? Absolutely not. No, plain and simple. You know, Pikachu cards, yeah, maybe a couple other arguments, but I like Greninja. Greninja's a great card, a great Pokemon. I like some of the cards, but there's no chance it's gonna ever compare to the Charizard. Sorry. Zaid asked, do you collect any other trading cards besides Pokemon? No, I do not. I wouldn't mind starting Dragon Ball, collecting Dragon Ball cards. I've seen some of those cards, and they're really eye-catching, and I would like to get into that market. I've never been one for Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh! I am just specifically Pokemon right now, but that is subject to change. All right, Red or Blue? What's up, Rob? Said, congrats, man. Unreal how fast this channel has grown. Well deserved. For the question, what's TTP's main collection goal? My main collection goal, Rob, is to replace or just enhance my current collection. You know, taking PSA 9 and replacing it with PSA 10s. Getting more vintage sealed products. I'd like to expand my theme deck collection, maybe get into all the E-Series ones. I'd like to get some more vintage WotC boxes. So those are my goals. I really don't have any intention on collecting modern product. It's not my passion. My passion lies with vintage. But yeah, that's my collection goals. Chase Bruckner asked, what is your favorite part about being a content creator? Yeah, once again, it's just the freedom. The freedom to share my opinion, to be creative. I'm not a very creative or artistic person. Like I always tell my wife, the right side of my brain, I believe that's like the creative side is like dormant. Like if you were put like, if you were to do like a CT scan of my head, it would just be black. That's how artistic I am. So this is the only time where I feel like I can be somewhat creative, and that's what I love about making videos. Samuel Herrera asked, what are your thoughts on this big frenzy about Frosted Caribou's video in regards to the state of Pokemon? To be honest with you, I don't watch Frosted Caribou. I watched a little bit of that video and I picked up a lot of what she was saying. Long story short, I'm not going to get into it here, but I found myself disagreeing with a lot of what she was saying. Yeah, and she's a good content creator. That video was very well edited. I respect that. But yeah, a lot of it was, you know, Pokemon plus money is bad, but still a great creator. Fantastic video, very well edited. Okie dokie asks, what are your top 10 memorable Pokemon pulls? I couldn't say that. I don't know off the top of my head. I'll have to make a video about that. Very good question though. Jacob Wilson asks, what is something you would like to see for the future of Pokemon and yourself? I want to see Pokemon grow. You know, I realize there's an issue here with people coming into Pokemon and scalpers and all these issues, but in the end, what I want to see is more and more people, kids, growing up like I did, and, you know, getting back into Pokemon, or I just want to see Pokemon grow because I have investments in it, and I have a YouTube channel, and I just want this hobby to last forever. That's what I see. Adalberto Espinoza asked, what got you into Pokemon and how old are you? What got me into Pokemon was the hype back in '99 or whatever it was, where every freaking classmate I had was into Pokemon and eventually sucked me in. I am 32 years old. I'm old. I'm real old. Yeah, I feel 72 a lot of the days, but I am 32, biologically speaking. Silver Chaos said, I don't want the box, but I want to tell you that I'm very proud to witness from literally the first video promoted by TCA Gaming and subbed immediately. When I subbed, you had less than 100 subs. A fine year later, 5K subs, keep it up. Thank you so much for sticking around. Everybody who has been, whether you just subscribed or you've been a subscriber since day one, thank you so much. I love you. Chosen One asked, which is your favorite Charizard card ever in the artwork? That's a good question. I like the Charizard from Generations. I don't know why. I don't even know if it's that valuable. It's the Mega Charizard EX from Generations. I just love the way Charizard looks. Everything about that card is just awesome. Single Mother 666 asked, what are your top 10 favorite cards from your personal collection? Video to follow, but thank you for the question. I will be addressing that very soon. Ethan asked, what is your favorite movie? Good question, Ethan. I don't know if I have a favorite movie. That'd be hard to narrow down. I love Marvel movies. I love the Avengers. We watch Marvel movies every year, me and my wife. We'll just go through from ever since the first Incredible Hulk, just the whole way through. We'll watch those. We'll watch the Rocky series. I love all the Rocky movies. We'll watch that from start to finish. I love DC movies. Yeah, that's the gist of it. I watch those every year. Husani Hudney asked, do you like Celebi? That is my question. My answer is no. I like all Pokemon, you know. Every Pokemon has its place, for the most part. Celebi, if you were to say top 10, give me your top 50, or maybe even top 100 favorite Pokemon. I don't think Celebi would be in there. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of Celebi. I don't know. Matt Z asked, what's your favorite modern set? Shining Legends. Without a doubt. So many awesome cards, so many valuable cards. And that set, it was such an amazing set, and it did it all without Charizard. That's probably the most impressive thing about that set, is it didn't have Charizard in it. But yeah, I love Shining Legends. I wouldn't mind collecting those cards, like graded. Jared Guppy asked, my question is, what is your favorite hat that you own? I don't know. This one's kind of growing on me right here. I put this one on. I really like Army Green. This is my first Army Green hat. I'm feeling it. Palooka Hagrid 21 asked, bro, can you tell us your workout routine? Greetings from Peru. Well, like I said earlier, I lift 5 days a week. I do legs, shoulders, back, chest, arms. I've done that for 15 years. No, I'm sorry, 17 years. but I do switch up a lot of what I do. Yeah, that's in a nutshell, that's my routine. Nicholas Johnston asks, what is your favorite promo card? The Moltres promo that I was talking about earlier from the red-green gift set. My all-time favorite. John Y asked, what is some of your favorite modern cards? I love that. I love a lot of the modern cards from Generation set. I love the cards, all the Shining cards from Shining Legends. I love that Mewtwo GX card at the end of Shining Legends. Yeah, those would definitely be up there. Chris Akers asked, how do you distill down the entire eBay market into digestible videos? What other collectibles interest you? Making the Auctions of the Week video is a 24-hour thing. I am constantly on eBay looking up auctions. I got it down to a science and how I look them up. So that's how I do it. I'm just constantly looking at the market all the time. Other collectibles that interest me are video game collections, like this graded video game cartridges. I like that concept. I like the idea of collecting Dragon Ball Z cards, something I'm looking to get into. So yeah, I would say that. Kevin Rand asked, what motivates you to keep making this great content? Thank you, Kevin. I only ask because I see the happiness and joy you bring to the Pokemon community. All the best and good luck to everyone. It's just a passion for Pokemon. The cards, the games. I just... If it was about money, to me, I would have quit about 12 months ago. But it's never been about money. I actually have people reached out for me a lot via my email wanting to sponsor videos. I didn't know that was going to happen this early. And I'll tell you what, if it's not something that I believe in or something that I do myself, I'm not going to put on my video. I want the freedom to make whatever I want to make and be as creative as possible. I don't want to be anchored down by sponsorships. But if one came along that was very interesting that I believed in, I would put it in my videos. But yeah, that's what motivates me, just to be creative and have fun with it. Christopher Quinn asked, do you have a background in investing or finance? If not, what hobbies do you have outside of Pokemon collecting? Very good question. The answer, no, I don't have any background in investing. I know a lot of guys in this community or slash hobby do. I'm not gonna throw out names there, you already know what I'm talking about, but no, I don't. I went to school for nursing, that's what I am. This is just solely my passion for the hobby and the market. My hobbies outside of Pokemon collecting is definitely being with the family, having time to be with the family, and working out. Nick Teal asked, what kind of music are you into? I like metal. I like heavy rock, heavy metal. I think it just comes from me working out and throwing heavy weight around the gym. That's what I need. I like all kinds of music, but if I had to say, I'd probably say metal is my favorite. Artcell asked, what is your favorite Funko Pop? My favorite Funko Pop would have to be the Mewtwo. I love the Mewtwo Funko Pop. It has the most character. He's like doing this towards you. I love that Mewtwo. Yeah, that's my favorite Funko Pop. Emmanuel Demoa asked, just wanted to know how easy it is getting Pokemon cards where you live. It has been super rough where I live. It has been, I think it's across the board, you know, at least across the US. I don't know about where you live. But yeah, I've been to Walmart and Target like every other day because I work close to them. And they're just not stocking Pokemon. Either that, I don't know what's going on there in those stores, whether the employees are doing something or they're just getting scalped like that. I don't know. I haven't been able to get my hands on sealed product from a store in a long time. Chris asked, don't think about prices, just think personally. What set do you think is stronger, Shining Fates or Hidden Fates? Hidden Fates. Shining Fates is so far behind Hidden Fates, it's sickening. I feel the Shining Fates was put out way too early. It's not it was just playing off of Hidden Fates' name. Hidden Fates, I think, is going to be the much better investment way down the road. Not only that, but it's just the better cards, better artwork, better everything. Definitely Hidden Fates. All Might asked, what made you want to start a top 10 channel? I don't know. I love watching top 10 videos. Like, anything I'm interested in, you throw a top 10 on there, I'm there. I'm ready to watch it, so I thought the same would correlate with Pokemon. That's why. L-Men asked, do you think that eventually modern cards will be worth less than vintage? I see cards like the Rainbow Pikachu in PSA 10 beating some first edition PSA 9 cards. That card beats some first edition PSA 10 WotC cards. It's crazy. I think they'll eventually be worth less for the most part than vintage. The cat's out of the bag, I like to say, with Pokemon. It's no longer a secret. Pokemon is valuable. Pokemon cards are valuable. And we're going to see an insane amount of these cards come back graded. And I think that'll eventually cause them to steep under the prices of vintage. Tyler Roberts asked, what camera do you use for your videos? Good question. I use an iPhone XR. I got the highest availability of storage. It's got great picture. I love the XR. I know it's not the newest iPhone, but it gets the job done. Oscar Ramirez asked, what's your favorite Pokemon card from Neo Destiny? Probably Dark Gengar. That card's really grown on me. I love that artwork. Flo Cool asked, do you like English or Japanese cards more? Greetings from Germany. Congrats on 5K. I definitely like English cards more. I feel like the Japanese cards, you know, there's a market for them and a lot of people love them, but I'm just more partial to the English. Schoolboy Gamer asked, what are your thoughts on the new battle styles? I have mixed feelings about it. Well, sir, I am not a big fan of it. I did a top 10 expensive video. It has a couple of good cards in it. I do not see that set being the most investable. I feel like there's so many new Pokemon. You got those Urshifu cards, which are cool, but it's like there's freaking 12 of them. So time will tell how valuable those will be. I do like that secret rare Tyranitar card at the end. That's pretty much it. If I had to get one card from that set, it'd be that Tyranitar card, but I am not very impressed with battle styles as a whole, to be honest with you. Julian asked, what is your favorite cards to collect at the moment? At the moment, money considerations aside. My favorite cards to collect are vintage WotC Holos. All day. That and Moltres cards and Magmar cards. Brian Jackson asked, what are your thoughts on the upcoming Chilling Reign set? I am excited. I saw there's a Moltres, I think it's like a Galarian Moltres, and they're doing the legendary birds for that set, and that card looked badass. I cannot wait for that set. I have high hopes for it. I'm very excited to see Chilling Reign and what other cards they put out for it. Cyclops336 asked, are you going to continue to make edits like the SM Pratt and PokeRev videos? They were pretty enjoyable. Thanks for the giveaway opportunity. Good question. I think so. I'm trying to size up who I'm going to do next. Those videos are really fun to make, even if they're not the most popular, so I will come out with those eventually. It'll probably take me another couple weeks, but I do plan on continuing that series. Justin Toiler asked, who is your favorite gym leader? I like Lieutenant Surge. He was very charismatic, and especially in the anime, that Raichu episode. You know, I also like Blaine too. He was kind of cool. I would probably say Blaine, just because of the Pokemon that he has. I'm more drawn to the Fire-type Pokemon, so I'd probably say Blaine. Kelp60 asked, who are some of the YouTubers / content creators that influenced you to start your own channel? Another good question. I always enjoy TCA gaming videos. He's my favorite PokeTuber. So if you're watching, Rusty, thank you so much for all your content you put out. I click on every single one of your videos regardless. You're a genuinely awesome dude. I also love watching Z&G. I think Z&G played a big part in what I'm doing now. Just the modern day, you know, every guy Pokemon card collector and what you can become. You know, the status he's achieved over a very short amount of time. I used to watch Leonhardt. I love a lot of content creators, but if I had to say the top two, probably be Z&G and TCA Gaming. I also like Rhyme Style a lot too. I used to watch him a lot before I started my own channel. And I still do. I just wish he put out more Pokemon content. Josh Dion asked, what is your goal for YouTube in the next 5 years? My goal for YouTube is to still be on YouTube in the next 5 years. I hope to have, by that time, like, I don't know, 20,000? I don't know. I never dreamed I'd get to 5,000 subscribers, so my goals are to advance the channel, maybe open up some boxes. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of taking it week by week right now, but I hope to still be on YouTube in the next 5 years. Team Rocket Tyler asked, what's one card or item in your collection that you could never sell or give up? Probably that Moltres, man. I love that card. I bought that card specifically for the artwork and just the way it looked. I love that card. My favorite card that I own, I think. Definitely that Moltres. Raul asked, my question for you is, given all the PokeTubers out there, How did you think of this unique concept? I don't really see other PokeTubers doing this, and it's a super cool concept you've picked up. Well, thank you. Like I said, I was just laying in bed one night thinking about how I could put out Pokemon content because I love this hobby. I'm very passionate about it. I love top 10 videos. It just came to me. I don't know. I started out doing the top 10 auctions of the week, and then as Pokemon got so crazy this past year, I could no longer just contain it to 10. I had to do just top auctions of the week. Hobby of creating content on YouTube, you have to be unique. And that was just my way of being unique. I didn't see any top 10 Pokemon YouTubers, so I decided to take a shot at it. Good question though. Steven Sebastian said, what Pokemon promo or collab would you like to happen? I would like to see some like Marvel and Pokemon collaboration. Wouldn't that be awesome? Would it be awesome to see like Pikachu cards with like the Thor helmet and the Iron Man helmet, and like that would be awesome. I would buy those cards up all day. The Poke Nerd asked, what is your favorite shiny Pokemon? I'd probably go back to the Shining Espeon from Hidden Fates. I love that green hue they put on Espeon, so I'd probably say Espeon. RetroFan1992 asked, what's your thoughts on the Neo era of Pokemon? I love it. My favorite era. Matt Vanderdonk asked, what is your biggest regret from collecting Pokemon cards? Well, let me tell you what. Back in early 2016, I was just getting back into looking at Pokemon and looking to invest in Pokemon, and I came across a first edition sealed base set box for $10,000. And my biggest regret was I did not have the capital at the time to buy that, because I knew with every fiber of my being that this box was going to be monumentally valuable someday. I knew it. It was just a matter of getting the funds. I couldn't do it. I regret not being able to do that because, well, just look where those boxes are at now. I'm going to butcher this name here, but Mock Tegern asked, what is your favorite Diamond and Pearl era Pokemon card? The Infernape Level X card. I love that card. Need to get it. Daniel O'Keefe asked, do you collect in other things besides Pokemon? I always see those pops in the corner, mostly Pokemon related, but was curious to know if you value any other collectible item, and if you do, would love to see them. I'm waiting on some Funko Pops to come in the mail, and I think when I get them, I will make a Funko Pop collection video featuring all of my Funko Pops. A lot of them are, of course, yes, Pokemon, but I also have a lot of superhero related Funko Pops that I will share with you all. Tom Verhees asked, do you have a feeling that Pokemon will always stay big? Yeah, I think for quite a while it will. The trading card game has been going on. Well, not the trading card game, but the video games, everything about Pokemon just keeps getting bigger and bigger and more popular. It's been, what, 25 years, and it's still bigger than ever, so I don't anticipate it slowing down anytime soon. Brian asked, how long do you think Hidden Fates will be printed for? I think Hidden Fates will be printed as long as Evolutions is printed for. It's one of the most popular modern sets ever. It even rivals a lot of like vintage sets in its popularity. So I think it's going to be printed for a couple more years to come. AJ Music Lover 7 asked, do you think Hidden Fates sealed product prices will go down? I know it's in stores, but no one can find it, and market prices are still staying up there. I think the Hidden Fates sealed product will fluctuate very mildly, but I don't think it's going to ever plummet to, you know, really super low prices. I think it's just too popular and too in demand for that. Reed Olivey asked, what is your favorite EX series EX card? Probably the Moltres EX. Yeah, I like that card a lot. My favorite EX series set would be the EX Team Rocket Returns. So many amazing cards in that set. Yeah, definitely my favorite set from the EX series. Packerman4 asked, my question, what advice to someone who wants to collect on a low budget? What would you recommend? I'd recommend starting, it depends how low of a budget do you mean and what do you want to collect? You want to collect vintage, modern? If you're collecting vintage, I would just go with WotC Hollows. I would go with, you know, yeah, it's hard to say whatever your budget is. I'm a fan of sealed product. I think that's always a great investment. So I would say invest in like sealed WotC theme decks. That's always a good investment, or you know, just sealed modern booster boxes, depending on how much you're willing to spend. Brandon Bailey asked, to you, what is the most nostalgic card and set? I mean, it's base set. The base set Charizard and the entire base set roster is the very definition of Pokemon nostalgia. I think most are going to agree with me on that one. Myra asked, what do you look for when investing in Pokemon cards? How did you get started? When I'm investing in Pokemon cards, you know, BGS 10s, PSA 10s, I'm looking for WotC cards, I'm looking for the population. That's how I cultivate my price and what I bid on or what I spend on a card or a box. I look at the market as a whole, I look at the scarcity, you know, the condition, all that stuff goes into my investment motives. John Stevens asks, what is the most underrated sealed Pokemon set in your opinion? I think still, I'll have to say Shining Legends. There's so much in Shining Legends. I'm not sure how much the Elite Trainer boxes cost nowadays, but you know, I don't think they're printing it anymore. I never see Shining Legends. It's never going to be in stores, I feel. And there's just so many good cards in that set. I think it's still very underrated. Nick Morrow asked, have you ever felt that investing / collecting in Pokemon cards would actually hurt you long term? No. No, I think if I ever felt that way, I would have stopped collecting and investing a long time ago. Pokemon is one of the greatest, you know, franchises of all time as far as, you know, video games, cards, merchandise, all that. It's just the tippy top. So I feel very safe with my Pokemon investments. George Clark asks, what do you think about the prospect of Pokemon cards being made into NFTs? You know, I did some research on NFTs. I understand what they are, finally. I just think you have to really... It's stupid. It's dumb. I don't like it for the price. You know, you hear some of these NFTs selling for outrageous prices, tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's just dumb to me. Like, I'm thinking, who wants to spend that kind of money on a digital... I understand the whole process. I think Pokemon cards will forever be, first and foremost, something physical, something you can display in the physical world. I think that's always going to be the numero uno in Pokemon. I don't see the transition to NFTs going very smoothly for that. I could be very wrong, but that's just my opinion about it. Martin Lay asked, thoughts on the current market prices post Logan Paul break. I was very surprised the second box break. If you've been watching my eBay auctions of the week video, the market really hasn't moved, you know, compared to the first time he broke the first edition base box, and the prices just absolutely skyrocketed. This time it was very like it just fell. Yeah, I was very, very surprised that not even base set moved that much. Yeah. Ollie Nichols asked, if you had the choice, would you open a vintage box or the equivalent of a modern or the equivalent value of modern sealed? Definitely vintage. I've always been vintage at heart. Raku Saiga, the Pokemon Ranger, asks, what do you think about the price soaring on full art trainers? I think it's weird. It's a weird little thing going on here with these full art trainers. I would say it's temporary. Because the focus has always been on Pokemon and not necessarily the trainers. So I think this is just a hyped up time in the Pokemon TCG. I think that will die down because, like, at the end of the day, people love Pokemon. That's what you want to collect. And even the trainers from like Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge aren't, you know, anything ridiculously valuable. Frankie Perez asked, have you pulled the Hyper Rare Charizard from Burning Shadows yet? I'm still hunting. No. As you can recall, I tried opening a Burning Shadows pack. Not only did I not pull anything, but the cards I did pull were awful quality. I'm probably never going to open up Burning Shadows again. So, but good luck on your pulls from that set. W. Ride Along asked, do you have any Gold Star Pokemon cards? No, I wish I did. but I have none. That was not my era of collecting, so it's hard for me to get into that, especially at the prices they are nowadays. Philip Webb asked, do you think WotC played holos are going to go up in price? It seems like you can get a full set, you can get full sets for a decent price. No. When it comes to playing, or when it comes to trading cards, condition is always going to matter. You know, played holos, it depends on which ones you're talking about. You're talking about played base set Charizards. I think for the most part, no, you're not going to see much of a demand for played holos, except for maybe a binder set, which is why they all sell for the decent price, because you can get the full set from somebody. Yeah, I think they're just typically just for binder sets, and people aren't going to want to pay a premium. Dubs Collection asked, do you have a master set of Hidden Fates? No, I don't. Not against it, but it's something I haven't done yet. Stat Runner asked, what are your top 10 favorite PSA cards in your collection? Very good and very common question here. I will be addressing that in a future video. Stay tuned. Chris Fisher asked, how much do you think you have spent on Pokemon overall in your entire collecting career? Probably 6 figures. Yeah, I would say throughout, it's hard to say throughout buying and selling and buying and selling, I think probably about 6 figures would be pretty close to accurate. Magro asks, which country to visit is on your bucket list? Lots. I would like to visit Japan, you know, the birthplace of Pokemon. I'd like to go to like Scotland and Ireland, a lot of European countries, maybe Australia. I got a lot of countries. If I had to pick one, I'd probably say Japan. A lot of very interesting things I'd like to see there. Quad Shot asked, do you think Evolution box prices have capped, or is there still more room for growth? I think there's still more room for growth. That is such a immensely popular set. I've always said, I said several months ago to stack up on some Evolutions boxes, because I believe without a shadow of a doubt they were going to go up in price, and they sure have. So I think that we are going to see a increase in booster box values for sure. Nathan Smith asked, my question is for you, what's your favorite Pokemon, Magmar, and what is the most worth it transaction you've ever done? The most worth it transaction is when I bought the PSA 1 through 10 base set Charizards for $2,000. Yeah, I have yielded a hefty profit from that. Daniel asked, my question is, what card, graded or ungraded, do you regret selling the most? The Lugias, the first edition Neo Lugias. I sold 5 of them. I should have held on to them. Jesse asked, what are your thoughts on CGC grading cards long term? Do you think they will increase or hold their value over the next 5 to 10 years? I think their time will come. I think it's going to be a while. I feel like their grading is done very well. From the cards I've seen, they seem to be pretty spot on, kind of like Beckett. They just got to make a name for themselves, and that's going to take some time. Whether it's 5 years, 10 years, I would think within 5 to 10 years they'll be very well established if they keep. Real Billy Miller asked, I can't seem to find a decent pair of shoes these days. Can you tell me where I can get some, please? I go to Famous Footwear. I don't know, I wear Asics. I got big feet. I go a size 14 wide. So not too many stores have that, but I know Famous Footwear, where I'm from. Andrew Laws asked, did you get into Pokemon from the anime or the games? Neither. I got them from Pokemon cards, from seeing Pokemon cards trade at school. It's just what drove me in. And then from there I watched the anime and got involved with everything else. Formoso asked, where are you from? I'm watching from Phoenix, Arizona. I am from Butler, Pennsylvania. I'm looking to move out of Butler, Pennsylvania. But as of right now, born and raised in Butler, PA. Robier asked, when do you think we can buy Pokemon cards in stores again? I miss opening cards and collecting them, but I gotta refuse to buy them at a high price. The hype will die down. The shelves will be stocked again. I don't know when, but it will be a matter of time. I think give it to the end of the year. I think we will see the shelves be stocked once again. 16-bit Akira asked, how do you think Pokemon cards will stay relevant in the coming digital age? Will they ever stop printing or creating physical Pokemon cards? No. I think once they stop printing physical cards, it will be the end of Pokemon. It's always been Pokemon cards. Always been having it. Opening. The process of opening. The digital age for Pokemon, I feel, is... I don't have much faith in it. Just me. Jake asks, what was the card that started you on your Pokemon journey? That was the Ghastly and the Haunter that someone forced upon me in elementary school, even though it was forbidden. I looked at those cards. They smelled pack fresh. I was hooked. Daniel asked, love the work you're putting in. Well done. Thank you. What are your thoughts on the rarity of Skyridge packs versus first edition base packs? I feel like these have the potential to explode, given it was the last WotC set. The artwork is beautiful, and they cut the print run short. Yes, the artwork is beautiful. Yes, the print run is short, but no, it is not first edition base. It is not the very first set ever. Skyridge was at a time where Pokemon was fairly unpopular compared to what it was, so it doesn't have popularity and nostalgia, all that stuff, and that base set first edition had. So I think base set first edition will forever be the tippy top tier. I don't think Skyridge packs are going to come close from what I've seen in the market. Benjamin asked, what do you think is the most feasible solution to combat scalpers at big box retailers like Target and Walmart? Even with those virtual lines, it's the same mob that stalks the vendors. Just worried it's going to ruin the hobby for everyone. Don't be worried. And there is no feasible solution. You know, if you think about a store, what we expect of these stores is to put product on the shelves as they get it at the retail price they're supposed to. That's all they can do. To limit it is not going to work. You know, oh, one box per person or one pack. People are always going to find a way around that. So yeah, let the hype die down. These shelves will eventually be stocked with Pokemon. I don't think it's going to necessarily ruin the hobby. It's definitely going to make it difficult for people trying to get in, but I think it's a temporary thing. Go Pika asked, do you still compete in powerlifting? I'm about to enter my first competition. Well, good luck to you. I have not competed in powerlifting for a couple years. I've just been too busy. I always try to keep in powerlifting shape. I always keep my max deadlift, my max bench, just in case I ever get the time to compete again, which I would really like to. Someday soon, I will post a video about that if I ever do. Neo asked, what is the best tool / website you use to track the value of Pokemon cards over time before making a transaction, other than eBay sold items option? I used to like using PokemonPrice.com, but they got kind of out of date. Like, they couldn't keep up with the sales, so it was hard to go off of that. But yeah, I think that's probably going to be your best bet. I don't know. There's probably a couple other sites that I'm not thinking of, but Pokemon cards or PokemonPrice.com is probably going to be the next best thing. Vangarang asked, congrats. If you could dump all your money into one modern set, what set are you going all in on? Hidden Fates. Yeah, Hidden Fates is like an anomaly. Charizard GX, the PSA 10, the fact that it's still selling for like $1,500, PSA 10 with as many copies as there are is unbelievable. And there's so many other great cards, and Hidden Fates just doesn't seem to slow down, even when they're reprinting the crap out of it and all that. So yeah, if I could pick one modern set, it'd probably be Hidden Fates. Kevin Karami asked, do you think PSA will lower their prices in the future? No, I don't. I was on Facebook, and they PSA had a representative on Facebook answering questions about the recent price hike, and somebody asked them, "Do these prices gonna go back down once you guys catch up?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, definitely." No, I believe the prices are going to stay the same. Maybe the value TCG option or bulk option, whatever you call it, might maybe go down a smidge, but for the most part, expect it to stay the same or raise in price. Aaron asked, what do you think is the biggest reason for the price difference between PSA and CGC? They're both great companies, both acrylic slabs, both respected. Why the big price gap? Thanks for the channel. Thanks for the chance. Because PSA is much more established in the Pokemon TCG. They've been doing it for many more years. I think CGC has the ability to catch up as far as their name being more valuable. I agree. Their slabs are pretty nice. You know, I have one myself that the subscriber sent me, and I did like it. I don't like the labels on them, but they seem to grade the cards very well. It's just they need time. They need time to. All right, Joe C asks, in your opinion, is Battle Styles worth it? I open up about 20 packs and have very mixed feelings. Well, Joe, I've been hearing a lot about that. people have mixed feelings. I do not much care for Battle Styles. I think it's like one of those sets that it's like a filler set, and we're just waiting for the next one. Maybe Chilling Reign will be the next one we're waiting for, but yeah, Battle Styles is just, it's such a meh set. I'm not a big fan of it. Jose asked, do you think the reverse holo Charizard from XY Evolutions is a good card to hold on to or sell? I have 2. I would grade it and hope to get a PSA 10, and then I'll hold on to that because the reverse holo Charizard is the second most valuable set card at this time in Evolutions. YS Poon asked, hey Top 10, what do you think about the market for PSA slabs? Will they become oversaturated and end up being hard to sell if they are not PSA 10s? Yeah. I think with the sheer amount being sent in, which I hear is just millions upon millions, yeah, if it's not a 10, it's not that premium, it's probably going to become way too saturated and not hold much of a value. William Wang asked, do you only collect vintage slabs or do you also collect slabs from modern sets? Vintage slabs. 99% of my collection is vintage. Steven asked, do you buy all your product off eBay or do you have a distributor? What's the best place to get fair prices nowadays? I don't know if there's a best place. I definitely buy all my products online, not from distributors. Whether it be Instagram, eBay, Facebook. And I think to get the fair prices would be to get on those platforms like eBay and Facebook and really know the market price and, you know, try to get them at that. Romario asked, what do you think the cancellation of the reprint of Vivid Voltage will do to the prices? I haven't heard about this, but it ain't over till it's over, folks, okay? Don't think that a set is done being reprinted, because just when you think it's done, Pokemon's gonna be like, hey, we're reprinting this set. So don't hold your breath when you think that the reprints are done with. Thomas asked, do you find value in WotC cards for a low price that may be a PSA 7? Only if it's first edition base. I think first edition base holos are a good investment for a PSA 7 if you can get them at the right price. King of the Pond asked, are binders a better option than graded cards as a long-term investment? No. Because binder cards are always subject to, they're always subjective to what condition are they. You know, a PSA slab says, this is PSA 10, this is Gem Mint, and that's what it is. That's what it's going to sell for. There's a value there. Whereas I pull a card out of a binder and say, this is mint, you're going to have a lot of other opinions. So yeah, graded cards, I feel, are a much better long-term investment. Connie asked, are you a full-time PokeTuber? No, I really wish I was. I don't have nearly enough subscribers or views. It's a dream of mine to be a full-time Pokemon YouTuber and to deal solely in Pokemon cards and not have to go to work anymore. That is great, but no, I am not a full-time PokeTuber. Jordy Mon and Pokemon Tom asked, do you have any siblings? I have 3. I have 1 brother, and he is 10 years younger than me. And yeah, he used to be in the Pokemon. Not so much anymore. He outgrew it. I never did. Steve Woodman asked, how do you get your girlfriend or wife to be okay with you doing Pokemon stuff? Mine isn't having it, saying it's for kids and they are worthless because I'm never going to sell any. And the list continues. What is your secret? Well, Steve, my wife was very, very hesitant. She was okay with me buying the small things, like the modern cards to make binder collections. But when I started buying like sealed WotC stuff and booster boxes, I had to really show her. I had to give her proof that, look, I bought this for this amount, look how much it's worth now. And trust me, once they see that, they'll get on board. King asked, what's the difference between Darkness Ablaze Charizard versus Shining Fates Charizard? Shining Fates is a much more popular set, so I think the Shining Fates Charizard is going to be more valuable in the long run. If price were no issue and you could own any one card in the world, what could it be? First edition base set Charizard, PSA 10. Kai asked, do you think Pokemon will be as valuable in 20 years? No, I think it'll be more valuable in 20 years. Guy asked, why no love for the 11th top Pokemon? Because the 11th is just top 10. 10's so much more fluid. No one, ain't nobody got time for 11. Ram asked, will we ever see $1 million modern card? If we do, it's going to be like a trophy card. A modern trophy card that's nowadays maybe be a couple thousand. I don't know. If we do, it's going to be a trophy card, not a set card. All right. Jay Rice asks, what's your favorite sport? Powerlifting, if you can consider that. Team sport, hockey. I love hockey. It's been a while since I've been able to watch it, but I used to play hockey. I used to watch hockey. I used to go to hockey games. So, yeah. Poke Jamin asked, my question, watermelon or cantaloupe? Watermelon. Cantaloupe upsets my stomach. Oof. Yeah, watermelon. Your average player asked, do you watch Randolph Pokemon? I do. I like to watch his vintage box openings. I like to see his PSA returns. I do like Randolph. Lil Let's Go asked, why did the chicken cross the road? So he could get to the store and buy some Pokemon cards. And our last question is from Stephen H. What is 12 plus 3 in parentheses 4 minus 2 divided by 9? I'm gonna say 2. All right, folks, that's it for the Q&A. I want to thank everybody once again for asking me questions. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get to everybody. There was just so many questions, a lot of duplicates. But like I said in the beginning of the video, don't fear. Anybody who left a comment or question will be entered to win this here Raichu GX box giveaway. So without further ado, let's go to the comment picker, the YouTube comment picker. Let's put in the URL here. All right, filter duplicate users. I think that's about it. So let's get the comments here. See how many we got. Whew, 358 unique comments. So y'all got a 1 out of 358 chance of getting this Raichu GX box. So let's start the raffle and pick our random winner. And the winner is Steven Sebastian. He said, congrats bro, keep up the good work. What Pokemon promo / collab would you like to happen? In which I believe I answered, I would love to see a Pokemon and like Marvel superhero collaboration. That would be amazing. So, all right, let's get this Raichu GX box opening underway. So as you know, you're gonna get the jumbo card, the promo card, and all 4 packs here. We're gonna open them up. Oh, I pray that I pull something good for you. As you know, I don't have the best track record of pulls, but we're gonna try and change that today, right? All right, my friend, first off, we got the Raichu GX card here, the jumbo card. You know what? The market for these jumbo cards doesn't seem to be very thriving. Like, you don't really see too many graded jumbo cards, but there it is. I'm gonna send that to you. And let's take a look up close on the other things that you're gonna get here. Here we have the Raichu GX card. It looks pretty good on the front there, very well centered. If we take a look at the back here, oh, that's looking pretty darn nice. I don't know about you, my friend, but I might consider sending that in to be graded. It looks very nice. All right, so we got 4 packs here. Mew, the Legendary Birds, Mewtwo, and Charizard. And you know what? Let's open them up in that order. We'll start off with this Mew pack, Hidden Fates. Last time I opened up Hidden Fates, I didn't get the best pull, of course. I got like a shiny Gibble or something. All right, so I'm going to save you the code cards for the GX box itself, along with each pack, for you to use at your discretion. All right, so we got to start off here with a Darkness Energy, a Chansey, Misty Cerulean City Gym, Sabrina Suggestion, Slowpoke, Voltorb, a Pikachu, Ekans, Coughing, a Reverse Mr. Mime, very nice, and that is a rare. And the rare card is a Holo Zapdos, not too shabby. That is a very, very nice card right there. I'm kind of jealous. I love the Legendary Birds there. And you know what? I think this card is actually pretty decent for a PSA 10. I'll look it up here. Let's take a look at the back. Not too bad. That side's... I don't think that's grounds for a point deduction there, but it looks very well centered. This set was printed very well. So yeah, I think you have a potential there for a 10 if you decide to get that graded. So congrats there. To me, that's a nice hit. I wouldn't mind getting that card. All right, up next we have the Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno pack. Let's open her up. All right, set the code card aside. I hope to get 1 ultra rare pull for you. That would be great. All right, we're starting off with the Metal Energy here. A Scyther, Sabrina Suggestion, Pokemon Center Lady, Coughing, Ekans, a Cubone, Magikarp, Geodude, a Reverse Koga's Trap, and the rare is a Mew. Okay. I think I pulled this in the last time I opened up Hidden Fates. It's a beautiful card. I'm not sure what its value is, but it's very well centered. Very good quality this set's been. So, alright, so one decent pull, I think we can say, in the Zapdos Holo. Let's open up this Mewtwo pack. Whoop. Here we go. Fire energy to start. Alright, we got Koga's Trap, Lieutenant Surge's Strategy, Trainer City here, Misty's Determination, Clefairy, Slowpoke, Pikachu, Charmander, Voltorb, a Reverse Metal Energy, cool, and the rare is a Weezing. So, nothing there. We are 1 for 3 here. It's all going to come down to this Charizard pack. Even if you don't get a hit here, you still got that beautiful Raichu GX and the beautiful Zapdos Holo. Alright, last one. Let's do it. We got a Fighting Energy to start. Pokemon Center Lady, Scyther, Metapod, Paris, Cubes, Voltorb, Geodude, Eevee. Oh, hey, you got something. A shiny Ralts. I wonder what this is in a PSA. Ooh, there's something behind it. Oh, very nice. Oh, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Very nice. You got a Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno GX Rainbow Rare. I pulled something, folks. I pulled 2. I got 2 pulls in 1 pack. This is amazing. Take a look at the back here. Looking very, very nice. Congratulations, my friend. I'm jealous. You got some good pulls here. Let's take a look at the highlights here. Got the Raichu GX. You got the Zapdos Holo. Beautiful. Raichu GX. The shiny Ralts and the Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno GX. I will sleeve these up and I will send them to you, please, to the winner. Let me know where I can send these cards to. Give me an address via Instagram or my email address. Both will be in the link in the description below. Thank you to everybody who participated. Thank you for subscribing and watching my content. I really appreciate it. And here's to 10K, right? Pretty soon here, I'm shooting for 10K, and we'll do something real special for the 10,000 subscriber mark. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Give the video a like. I will see you next time, folks. Thank you.